some daily reminders. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. All right. Hopefully everybody doing good, feeling good, smelling good. All right. Let's get it. Give us some cards for the collective for this AM to give them some reminders of what they need to focus on. Okay. All right. Give us the truth. Give us some cards from the universe deck to for the collective. Give us some cards for what they need to know right now. Give us some cards for the collective. Thank you. A second. Things have fallen. All right. First up, it says prioritize self healing right now. Put your needs above others for once. It's time to focus on you. Self healing takes time and a lot of self love. Remember, open wounds don't heal into scars overnight. Take the time you need in order to feel happier and healthier within yourself. There is no rush. Okay, collective, your self healing journey is not a rush. Okay, if someone can't wait or can't, you know, postpone or whatever they got going on and let you do what you got to do, then maybe that person just isn't for you, Okay. Next, it says, if you frequently give yourself permission to doodle, wander, and be totally unproductive, and you actually relish such indulgent interludes, I can guarantee you that your genius, creativity, and productivity will increase exponentially. Okay, so sometimes you need to just be, okay? Just sit, let your mind wander, okay? And figure out what you come up with. Most likely you'll come up with something amazing. Okay, make sure y'all tapping that screen, loves. All right, lastly, it says release old doubts and fears. You are currently undergoing changes that are necessary for your highest good. They are changes that have been long awaited. Leave the past where it belongs in the past. Trust that everything will fall into place for you in divine timing, okay? So just know that divine timing is at play, collective. You need to heal. You need to give yourself time to heal, okay? Prioritize self. Let yourself wonder, do what you do, write it down, jot down. Some people they doodle, some people they draw, so whatever comes to mind when you sitting in that alone time. All right. Yeah, and release doubts and fears and leave the past where it belongs in the past. Okay. All right. Next, let's get to the book. What's going on with the crystal book for today? Give us some cards for today from the crystal book. All right. What does the collective need from the crystal book? You got pink opal. It says love is good for love. Intuitive message. Be strong when asking for what you want from others. Pink opal. It says pink opal promotes self-love and helps you heal deep emotional wounds. If you are looking to heal from a recent broken heart, pink opal is the right crystal for you since it helps to ease anxiety and find forgiveness for yourself and others. To work with pink opal, hold it with your receiving hand, close your eyes, and take a deep breath as you envision its soft pink light surrounding your heart. Okay, so get you some pink opal if you went through a breakup or something in your heart just isn't feeling right. Okay, get you some pink opal so you can heal that, you know what I mean? And yeah, it says put it in your receiving hand. So if you don't know, your receiving hand is your left hand. Okay, this is all, everything comes to you in your left hand. Okay, you give out in your right hand. Okay, you give it out in your right hand. All right, so receiving left hand, giving right hand. All right, all right. So we're gonna get into your NLPs. All right, let's get into this NLP deck for the collective. What do you need to know today to work on? That mindset has to be changed one way or another. Okay. All right. Give us some cards for today for the collective. All right. Give us some truth. Got one from the top, one from the bottom, and then we hit that middle. There you go. All right, what we got for today? First one up, it says, inward is forward. Okay. My take on this is you got to go within so you don't go without. Okay. If you don't figure out what's going on with you, you just going to be lost out here. And that's never a good place. All right. It says, downtime is the intentional practice of directing all sensory focus inward, allowing your unconscious mind to make new connections and bring forward deeper wisdom. This card reminds you that turning inward is just as important as taking action. Downtime can create the clarity that you need for your next steps. Okay. So make sure that you are doing that downtime, meaning get with self, meditate. That's going inward because it's only you and the divine sitting there. Okay. You are sitting with yourself and the divine. All right. So make sure you take that time when you have that alone time to focus on what's going on inside so you can be the best person for you on the outside. Okay, collective. Next is state control mastery. All right. State control mastery. It says the fastest way to shift your mindset is not with thoughts. Hold on one second. All right. It says the fastest way to shift your mindset is not with thoughts, but with physical change. This card invites you to use your body as a lever to shift your emotional world. Straighten up, expand, command your physiology, and your emotions will follow. Okay. So, yeah, keep a straight posture. You know what I'm saying? Keep everything together, collective, and that will help get your body to follow what your mind is saying. Okay. It's a struggle sometimes between mind, body, and soul. You got to get on the right path with all three. Okay. They all have to work in tandem. All right. Lastly, it says future pacing success. Okay. It says a future pacing success is the process of visualizing your desired outcome and experiencing them as if they're already happened. Okay. This card invites you to project yourself into your ideal future and let that vision guide your steps today. Okay. Like I said yesterday, you got to have a thought, an idea, a vision of what you want. Okay. Get in that vision. Sit there. What does it look like? How does it smell? Open a door so you can actually be in your vision. You know what I'm saying? That's usually what I do. I open a door or a window when I'm in my vision so I can feel the air, smell the flowers, whatever is there, so I'll know when that has occurred. You know what I'm saying? When I get to that place, I'll remember. You know what I'm saying? And that's mastery. Okay, you state of mind mastery basically. All right. Hopefully y'all got that. All right, let's get you some questions. We're gonna get your questions now, loves. Make sure you hold on one second, y'all. Make sure that you are here for your questions. All right, it's time for your questions, love. Ask y'all questions or get your questions together while I am shuffling these cards. Okay. All right. Give us some cards for questions the collective may have. Okay, give us some answers. Give us the truth. How many questions does the collective need answered? All right, give us the truth. What is going on for the collective? All right, they threw that out quick. All right, you got one, two, three, four, five, and six. Okay, you got six answers, collective. Let me get these over here real quick. Six answers. All right, first question. Go ahead, collective. It says go more general. Okay. Oh, excuse me. So these are yes or no. So you got to go general, meaning ask a question. It says reframe the question. All right. So somebody out here asking the same question. I don't know how that's going to work for you, but put it in a yes or no. All right, loves. Next question. It says you should pursue a different course of action. Okay, so that's a no. All right, I'm getting that. One, two, three is no. Okay, whatever three questions you ask first, it's a no because when you ask a certain question and the universe hear you. I'm not over there with you. The universe hear you. They answering your questions that you asking. So whatever those first three questions was, it's a no. Okay. Next question. It says, "Don't get stuck on the specifics, okay? Just try to figure it out how you can ask it in a yes or no form, okay? Next question. It says, "The current energies are not leading in that direction at the present," okay? So whatever's going on, it's not leaning towards a yes, okay? This whole question answer been no, okay? It's just been no. All right, that's what I'm feeling. All right, last question. And if this one turn up a damn no, then you already know all of this is a no. All right. Okay, last question, collective. Go ahead. Hmm. It say let it go, okay? Whatever, all the questions you had today, it's let it go. No, hell no, get the hell out of there. Okay, the current energies are not leaning towards that right now. Okay, don't get stuck. And it says you should pursue a different course of action. Okay, let it go. All six questions. It's a no. Okay, it's a no. All right. Hopefully you got that. If you didn't, you could go back to my YouTube page. Always good, one word. It'll always be there. Okay, you can go there, rewind, binge watch, whatever you want to do. Okay, make sure you subscribe, comment, share. All right. Okay, next we gonna get into the news deck. Okay, what is going on for the collective that they don't know about that they should know about? Okay, give us some cards for the collective from this news deck for what's going on today with them. All right, give us some cards for the collective. What do they need to know that they don't know that they should know? Okay, give us the truth. What's going on with the collective for today? Give us some cards from the news deck. Okay. All right. Hold on, something fell. All right, what we got? All right, first up, it says wine and dine, courtship, consistently dating, romance and passion. Okay, something going on. You're about to get wine and dine, some romance and passion going on. Okay, Bonnie and Clyde is in the reverse. Ooh, so maybe it didn't work out with Bonnie and Clyde. Okay, maybe they had a moment. Okay, maybe they were discussing things and shit got crazy. Okay, it's in the reverse. Bonnie and Clyde is in the reverse. Okay, yeah, it says chemistry, intense passion. Things are heating up. Okay. All right, so maybe you got some passion somewhere else. I don't know. Things are heating up. Yeah, it says distress. SOS, act with urgency, assistance needed. Damn, that it's going. This look like a whole roller coaster. It's wine and dine. Then it's shit in the reverse. Bonnie and Clyde. Then it's fuego. Things heating up. Then it's SOS. Like what the hell? Yeah, I guess the rebounds out of the picture. Okay, there's will be no rebounds. Okay. Next, you got nosy, spreading rumors, gossiping. Somebody's gossiping about you and someone consistently dating. Okay, yeah. And then we got key player, important person playing an essential role, irreplaceable. Okay, it's under that in the reverse, Bonnie and Clyde. Okay, maybe that wasn't the right Clyde for Bonnie, or maybe it wasn't the right Bonnie for Clyde. Okay, yeah. And then we got red flags, warnings, take heed, risky situation. It's in the reverse for this situation with the fuego. Okay, you have some new chemistry, some intense passion, things are heating up. There's no red flag on the play, okay? So follow your heart, love. Okay, that's all I could tell you. All right. And it's a SOS that somebody is not self-aware. They didn't cut through the illusions. They ain't even detached from their ego. So somebody is in distress because they didn't do what they were supposed to do in the time that they were allotted. Okay, damn. Okay, it's a SOS for somebody's spiritual awakening. All right, damn. Yeah, it's a light bulb moment. Okay, somebody got rid of the rebound and got a light bulb moment. It says sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightful awareness. Okay. So somebody's talking about you and somebody else constantly dating a courtship, having romance and passion, okay? And it looks like one of the players are gone. Okay, it says key player, important person. They figured out they were the key player. Okay, maybe it was Bonnie or Clyde. Okay, they had a realization that they the prize. Okay, like what are we doing? Okay, and then somebody was having some intense, passion with someone. Things are heating up. It's fuego, all right? And there's no red flags. There's no need to be, afraid, okay? Be afraid. You don't have to be afraid with this love, okay? All right. Okay. And then it says SOS. Somebody else is in distress because they have not fully awakened. They are still in their shadow sides, doing all the shadow shit that they like to do. Okay. But they got rid of a rebound. Okay. They had a light bulb moment, feeling inspired, insightful awareness about somebody that was flighty, that wasn't there for the long haul. All right. Somebody got rid of that rebound. All right. Uh let's we're gonna clarify these cards real quick for you and see what's going on for the collective. Clarify these cards for the collective. What's going on for them today? All right. All right. Give us the truth, okay? Give us the truth for wine and dine and sipping, okay? Who's being nosy about you whining and dining? Give us some cards for who's being nosy about the collective being wined and dined, okay? Give us some cards for the collective being wined and dined, okay? Hold on, let me see if anything. If you want to invite you, I do. Shitty of you to make me feel just like this. Okay, what the hell? Summer Walker, what's going on, Summer? Summer Walker, somebody walking in the summer. Okay, did something fall? Yep, hold on. Okay, what we got? First up, it says spy, watching, inspecting. Okay. Somebody is watching you get wined and dined, or somebody is watching and waiting to wine and dine you. But somebody else is being nosy, spreading rumors and gossiping, okay, about your stability, harmony, and your flow, okay? They like it. Yeah. Somebody else is closed off, guarded, resistant to, you getting wined and dined or your stability. Like, what? Yeah, you had the courage, okay, to change whatever wasn't right, okay? You had the courage to fix what was broken. You had that epiphany and that breakthrough, and yeah, you giving heart, okay? Showing up, love, caring, action, okay? Selflessness, gestures. All right, that's you. You're that giving heart, okay? That just keeps on giving. Yeah. But there's a storm, okay? Unexpected storm that you are getting wined and dined by somebody else. Okay, somebody else is about to wine and dine you, and somebody else is gossiping about that. Like, that's none of your business. Maybe it's your family. Okay, it's a family at the top, home, commitment. Somebody in your family may be gossiping about who you talking to. Okay, but you having celebrations, getting gifts, okay, in abundance, all right, for some chemistry and passion that's about to ignite for you, love, all right? Yeah, you transcended, and now it's time for unity. Yeah, in the autumn harvest, okay? In the autumn, you will be wined and dined, and people gonna be talking about it. They be like, who that? What you doing? Where they at? Okay? But you found your self-worth, and you expect nothing less, okay? Nothing less. All right, you about to go on this vacation. It says a romantic getaway. Maybe that's when you'll be wined and dined on this romantic getaway. And somebody trolling, trying to find something to talk about. Give them something to talk about, love. Yeah, because all you do is keep it 100, honesty and, doing you. And you like, what? Yeah, and somebody's feeling heart fog, mixed emotions about you doing you. Okay, somebody else loving on you. Somebody's upset about that. Yeah, they have unclear feelings. They feeling wishy-washy. Okay, that's not good. All right, but it says sorry, not sorry. Okay, unremorseful, avoiding accountability, neglecting responsibilities. Okay, this person is regret. They probably is regretting what they did, but this person is neglecting their responsibilities because they sitting watching you get wined and dined, and they want to gossip about it. Like, oh, that. Mind your damn business, okay? Worry about what's on your plate before it gets snatched. Okay, somebody over there eating your food while you watching somebody else plate. Okay, don't do that. Make sure you got your shit together. Okay. What's going on with Bonnie and Clyde in the reverse and key player? Give us some cards for Bonnie and Clyde in the reverse and key player. Give us some cards for Bonnie and Clyde in the reverse and key player. Give us some cards for the collective. Thank you. All right. Okay. What we got? Hold on, something fell. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, first up for Bonnie and Clyde in the reverse. It says nurture and compassion, okay? That look like Bonnie and Clyde done cemented. Okay. Yeah, it's in the statue. All right. We'll always remember Bonnie and Clyde. All right. But it's in the reverse. So yeah, what else is going on with Bonnie and Clyde? Okay. It says release, surrender, purge. Okay. Like I said, somebody got rid of Bonnie or somebody got rid of Clyde. Okay, it's over. That situation is over. And somebody is realizing that they are the key player, or the person that they let go was the key player. Okay, however it's fitting in your situation. Okay, like I said, somebody took them rose colored glasses off. Okay, they seeing shit for what it is. All right, and they sitting in their thoughts, isolating. Okay, yeah, they need to, their spirit guides are there, okay, to help them, assist them to get through this, because once you make a decision, your spirit guides can't overturn your decision. That's why we all have free will. You know what I'm talking about? And when you have free will, you can do what you want, okay? Your spirit guide's always gonna be there to nudge you. Okay, always gonna give you insight on what's really going on, but it's up to you to listen. Okay, collective. And now somebody is on liftoff. Okay, they got rid of Bonnie or Clyde or whoever was the one stagnating shit. Okay, and now it's time for lift off, because they know that they're the key player in whatever role they play. They can recreate any motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, and somebody's hung up, fixated on this situation, obsessive attachment. Like, why? Okay, oh, because you was their wish fulfillment. Yeah, and they fucked that up. All right, so you got rid of Bonnie or Clyde, and shit just started popping off for you. Okay, now it's time for integration with a union, okay? A union that you're supposed to be in, not something that you don't want to deal with, okay? What else? All right, yeah, you open to receive new love, new things, okay? Abundance and gifts from the up above, okay? God about to show you something, okay? Yeah, again, them hands up in the air, receiving, okay? Sun, strength, empowerment, okay? You about to be a whole different situation because nothing's there to stagnate you. Nothing's there to stop your growth. Okay. Yeah, you got rid of the person that was not for you. All right. Yeah. And they're feeling guarded and vulnerable. Okay. Since you left. Since you've been gone. Oh, shit. Who is that? Kelly? Okay. I can't breathe for the first time. Yeah, that used to be my shit. Now that we singing it. Okay, but yeah, since you've been gone, shit been hitting rock bottom for somebody and they like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But right now, in this time, it's time for that person to move on, okay, to get right, you know. So it's not your fault that they in the situation they in. It's their fault, and they have to get themselves out of that situation, okay. You can't help them. That is nothing you can do. They use their free will to go and do whatever they did, so now they have to pay those consequences or reap the rewards however it went for them. You know what I'm saying? All right, give us something on Fuego. What's going on with Fuego and red flags in the reverse? Okay, give us something on Fuego and red flags in the reverse. Give us some cards for Fuego and red flags in the reverse. Okay, all right. I tried to catch it, but it didn't want to be caught. Okay, hold on, something fell. Okay, what we got? Okay, Fuego. What's going on with Fuego? It says fed up. Over it, not having it, frustrated. Oh, excuse me. Somebody is upset that somebody is feeling all the feels. Okay, intense chemistry, intense passion. Things are heating up, and somebody is fed up with that. Okay, they like fuck you. Oh God. Yeah, because you had a renewal with someone, a spark. Like, yes, I'm feeling it. Thank you. You know? And there's no red flags and somebody is upset about you not seeing any red flags. Yeah, you and your north node, cosmic purpose. Okay, you and your purpose. All things, when you're in your purpose, all things just gonna be like, wow, thank you. You know, amazing gifts. You know what I'm saying? So stay in your north node. Okay, do not come down to no level nobody got going on because they want you broke down in some bullshit. No, get the fuck out of here. You are who you are, and you need to stay in your high vibration so you can keep manifesting, so you can keep being the alchemist that you are. Okay. Yeah, it's time for transformation. Pluto. Okay. Maybe you're signing Pluto right now. Okay, it's time for transformation. However, and that's for everybody. It's a transformation time. It's like, is are we in Mercury retrograde? I don't really catch up on that stuff. You know what I'm saying? The only way I know I'm in it is because shit start going crazy. The electronics stop working right. You know, my words get twisted up or whatever. But it's time for transformation, and that's a good thing. Okay, stay in your north node so you can keep going to those higher heights. Okay, yeah. And somebody got a dream last night. Okay, a message. Somebody had a message in their dream last night of which way to go. Okay, how to proceed, how to move forward. Okay, somebody had that dream. Think back. Okay, the dream must have told them to apologize to someone. Okay, because they seeking forgiveness. This person is seeking forgiveness. Okay, somebody is seeking forgiveness now that they see you in something else or just not with them. Okay, yeah. It says on blast, outing personal information, being called out, public humiliation. I don't know if they wanted to do this to you or they did do this to you and now they want to apologize, or somebody's doing this to them and now they want to apologize because now they see what the hell going on, you know? Yeah, avoidance, stalemate. Somebody is avoiding someone. Okay. It's a stalemate. Okay, there's no red flag, so this person can't come because they are fucking walking red flag. Like, no, there's no red flags in your situation, and somebody else can't come around and bring red flags. Okay, they are the red flag. All right. Yeah, fate, detour, divine intervention. Yeah, that happened for you, collective. Divine intervention came in, snapped some shit up, snapped some shit down, and it was over. Just as quick as it started. Okay, detour, divine intervention is at play. All right. Yeah, like I said, stay in your high vibration so you can stay this alchemist that you are. Your ancestors are guiding you how to stay in a high vibration. You don't need to be brung down to no lower vibrations where people want you to be so you can feel some stupid shit. Like, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? What's done is done. We can't change that. Okay? All we can do is move forward. And if you don't move forward, you're just gonna be sitting there stagnant in some bullshit that you don't want to be in. Okay, so it's best to move forward. Okay, what's going on with SOS and spiritually woke in the reverse? Okay, give us some cards for SOS and spiritually woke in the reverse. Give us some cards for SOS and spiritually woke in the reverse. Give us some cards. All right. Anything for? Nope. Okay. What we got? Okay, first up it says disharmony triggers conflict. Okay, something has triggered something. Okay, disharmony. All right, the SOS, act in distress, urgency, assistance needed. Okay, somebody has triggered something that made them feel they needed a SOS to hurry up and get woke because they are not woke. Okay, they say they woke, but they not woke if they dealing with lower vibrations, doing manipulation tactics or control tactics. That's not you being in your north node. Okay, you're still in your lower realms. You need to go heal some more. Okay, because that's not it. All right. But trust divine timing because, yeah, you not about to play these games with nobody. Okay. If you're not spiritually woke, go get there. Okay. And then come back. Don't come needing to be woken. You know what I'm saying? Look at the what you call it? Look at the messages every day. Okay, go in there and figure out how you can get spiritually woke because nobody got that type of time for somebody that's saying they want it, but the actions is going somewhere else. Okay, the actions is doing some other shit. So when you're truly ready for your awakening, it'll happen. I heard somebody say, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. You understand? So when you ready, your teacher will appear, okay? For your higher self activation. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? God got you. You know what I'm saying? Go talk to God because at this point, only God can help you. You know what I'm saying? If you already have the tools, you already know what it is, but you still working in your lower vibrations because you feel you can get through with that. No, it's gonna get shut down, cut up, cut out. Okay. Yeah. Somebody is spilling the beans. Okay. Revealing secrets, cats out the bag. They are untrustworthy. Okay. Whoever this person that's not woke, they are untrustworthy because they want to destroy you. Why? They want to destroy, oh, because they in lack and doubt. They want you to be in lack and doubt too. No, you're not doing that. You're not about to trauma bond over no lack, doubt, none of that shit. Like, no, you not in that space. Okay, maybe things were lackful and you were doubtful in the past, but that's not you today. You're not that person, so you're not gonna go to that vibration just because somebody else is there. You're gonna try to bring them up, and if you feel that pull and tug where they trying to bring you to where they at, fuck that. Hang up, good night, goodbye. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's doing that. You don't have to be in that situation. Okay, so figure it out for yourself. Yeah, it says until debt tears us apart. Okay. This is my brick wall card. Okay. Somebody done hit a brick wall with some contracts, commitments, in a career. All right. Somebody done hit a brick wall with that. Probably because they didn't wake up when they were supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wakes up at their own time. But when you call, You better answer that damn call or it's going down. Your life will turn into a shit show real quick. Okay, don't listen to God. I don't know what to tell you, you know? It's and if you have faith, you can't have fear. That don't make sense. That makes no sense. But when you see a red flag, pay attention to that motherfucker because it will come back and bite you. You know what I'm saying? It will come back and get your ass. All right. What's going on with rebound in the reverse and light bulb moment? Give us some cards for rebound in the reverse and light bulb moment. Okay. Give us some cards for rebound in the reverse and light bulb moment. Thank you. All right. Oh, this one's welcome. Okay, hold on. Okay, what we got? All right, it says memories, nostalgia. Okay, somebody has some memories in nostalgia and they got rid of the rebound. Okay, maybe they was thinking about somebody. I don't know, but it say memories and nostalgia, and then we got rebound in reverse. Okay, they got rid of the rebound because they had a memory of something. Okay, what they have a memory of? Okay, distance, retreat, or time out. Okay, they had a memory about somebody in the distance. Okay, somebody they retreated from, took a time out from. Okay, yeah, and what's going on with that light bulb moment? Okay, they healed their inner child. Okay, or they're on the journey to healing their inner child, or they know now that that's the first step. You got to heal your inner child. You got to go all the way back, collective. You got to go back to the first person who fucking hurt you. Okay, and that would have been parents. Okay, because those are the first people that has, you know, control over how we move. Okay, how we grow, how we learn. So yeah, you got to go back and heal that situation. Okay, however that went. Yeah, you gotta, and then somebody had a sudden realization, okay, that they need to heal if they want to be with whoever they want to be with, okay? And then you got air, ace, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? You got ace, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Maybe they had a sudden realization about a air sign, okay? All right, give me one more card, cause yeah, we need to know what the hell a sudden realization was about. Okay, what the hell? Yeah, we just gonna leave it there. Fuck it. It is what it is. Or we could shuffle one more time and get some more for this, for the rebounding. Cause I want to know what they talking about with the air sign. Okay, they healed for the air sign. Then what? Okay, then what? You gotta heal for yourself. Cause if you healing for somebody else and that person leave, you just gonna be so destroyed. You probably gonna go back and tear everything the fuck up. Like, ah! No. But heal for yourself. Want things better for yourself, and that's the way you can keep them. Okay, because if you did it for somebody else and that person leave your life, you gonna feel like throwing everything you ever did away. Yeah, that's how it's gonna feel. Okay, so let's just shuffle one more time. Give us some more on the rebound and sudden realization. Give us some more on the rebound and sudden realization. Okay, they gave us one damn card. They like, we already gave you what you needed. Yeah, it says solid foundation structure forming. Okay, so they want to build a solid foundation with an air sign. Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right. So they got rid of the rebound to get with a air sign. They healed and everything so they can get with this air sign. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. You know, healing is a process and it's ongoing because it's always some shit that'll trigger some shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit you ain't even know you had in the back. Okay, needed to be healed. So, you know, work with yourself. Okay, be kind to yourself and, you know, be gentle. All right, give us some cards for times and dates, and we gonna get up out of here because yeah, we've been on here a minute. But you know, it is what it is. And love is love. All right. Give us some times and dates for the collective for when to watch out for. Okay. All right. Give us the truth. Give us some times and dates for the collective for what they need to know, when they need to look for dates and things of that nature. Okay. Give us some cards for dates and times. All right. Hold on. All right. What we got? It says by the end of the day. Hmm. Maybe somebody 46 years old, something's going on by the end of the day. Okay, this is for this reading. It's happening by the end of the day. Okay, so whatever is on here, and you need to go back and revisit what I said, it's happening by the end of the day. Okay, it said it's time to take a break. Okay, it's time to take a break. And then it said, it's happening now. Okay. Somebody 50, it say it's time to take a break. And then somebody 54, it's happening now. All right. So whatever's going on in this situation is happening right now, collective, by the end of the day. And somebody need to take a break. Okay. I might take a break tomorrow. So if you don't see me here tomorrow, I'm on a break. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking a break. Okay. All right. So, yeah, that was that. Okay. And somebody 46 by the end of the day, somebody 50, it's time to take a break, and somebody 54. Okay. It's happening now, right now. Okay. As we speak. All right. Give us some cards for the collective for numbers and wait a minute. For numbers and messages. All right, whatever you want to throw out here. They done threw this one out, so we gonna leave that right there. All right, no more shuffling. All right. All right. Give us some cards for the collective for numbers, dates. Well, not numbers, but numbers and messages. All right. They already gave us the dates. Okay, it's happening now. All right. So make sure y'all pay attention. Okay. All right. Give us the truth. What does the collective need from this oracle deck right now for oh, excuse me, numbers and messages? All right, give us some cards. It look like they're gonna give y'all that one card. I knew it. I knew it. When they threw that shit out, I knew they was gonna throw out one card. It's a two, so that means three twos and four twos. Okay, three twos, four twos. All right, those are the numbers for the day. It says find balance in your life to build your success. Okay, so whatever is going on, find the balance, because if you don't have balance, then everything can just fall the fuck to the wayside. Okay, so find the balance within, find the balance without. Okay, without, within and without. So make sure you know who you are, okay, and know what you're willing to deal with. All right. All right. Hopefully everybody got that. We only got the one card. It's three twos and four twos. All right. Put the two as a bonus number. Okay. I love y'all. Y'all be good. Y'all be careful. And be you, because it's only one you, boo. All right. Peace. And peace. And peace. You said, "Am I Thanos?" Which I might be. Let me stop. All right. I love y'all. Y'all be good. Be careful. And be you. Okay? Peace.